Alrighty guys, so welcome. We're back in 2018 and playing our Atlanta Braves replay, game 51 against the Boston Red Sox. Boston at the Big Red Monster. You can see the other games on this slate today: Houston and Cleveland, Chicago and Detroit, LA and New York, Minnesota, Seattle, Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Texas, San Francisco, Chicago, Cincinnati, Colorado, San Diego, Los Angeles, Washington, Miami, New York, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Boston, Arizona, and Oakland, and Toronto, and Philadelphia. So there's your lineups for today. Let's go ahead and get things started here with game number 51 of the season. Alright, there you go. You'll be able to see a little bit. So let's look at the lineups for everyone, shall we? So Swinehart in left field, Benintendi in center, Bradley in right, Nunez at third, Bogarts at short, Pedroia's at second, Moreland's at first. Behind the plate, it's Sandy Leon, and pitching today, the left-hander, Chris Sale, who, oh boy, we're going to have all kinds of problems after this. Look at that. Tough. So, probably going to be a lot of tough results. What do you think? Chris Sale, the lefty, he was 12-4 with a 2.11 ERA. He gave up 34 walks, 237 strikeouts. Chris Sale against Ozzie Albies. That is a 10, actually, which is tough. Tough 98 is going to be a fly ball to left field. Out there, Swinehart, who will make the catch and record the out. Ronald Acuna. 10 tough, 34 is a strikeout. And Freddie Freeman is up. 7 tough, 0-3. Guess what that is? Strikeout. So there you go. 1, 2, 3 inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Marquez is in left. Inciarte's in center. Acuna's in right. Culberson's at third. Swanson's at short. Ozzie Albies is at second. Freeman's at first. Behind the plate is Tyler Flowers. And on the mound, Mike Fultonevich. He does have a pretty decent card. 5, 7, 8, 9 are all tough. 6 is patient. 4 is in play, 10 is in play, 11 is patient, 13 is ballpark, 12 is wheelhouse, and 2 is defense. Let's see what happens. And right off the bat, we get a ballpark check. Unfreaking believable. Left-hander at Fenway Park is a 1-32. That is a 10. That is a wheelhouse check. So Andrew Benintendi is going to start off with the wheelhouse check against the right-hander. Oop. A wheelhouse check. 77, and that's going to be a single. Fortunately, it's just going to go in for a single. So Benintendi is aboard. And that'll bring up Xander Bogaerts. Benintendi, 21 steals, 3 caught stealing. I think they'll just wait and see what happens with Bogaerts. Xander Bogaerts got a 6. That is a patient. 76, though, is going to be ground ball to second. Possible double play. Double play is 7. Double play is 6. So 6 or less. It is a 4-6-3 double play. So there goes the runner. And that's going to bring up Mitch Moreland. 10 for, that's in play, and a 0-7. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be hitting the gap. Moreland's going to be coasting into second with a 2-out double. And that'll bring up Dustin Pedroia. 7 tough, 22, and that will be actually just out of his range. 18-21 would have been a single, but 22 will be pop up to the first baseman. And we go to second. Chris Sale comes back out against Nick Markakis. Lefty-lefty matchup. 12 is a defense, so we look at odd, which is going to be range. And we look at the 3, which is the first baseman. And the first baseman is Moreland. Mitch Moreland's range. Where's Mitch? Mitch Moreland's range is a B. And a B at Fenway Park says it's a hit on a 1/49. So 1/49, he'll sneak it by, and nope, it's a 74. It's going to be a 3-1 put out. So cannot get that to go. Unfortunately, Kurt Suzuki is up. That's 11. That is a ballpark, but a 99 is going to be an in play for Suzuki. Suzuki needs a 1/36. He got it, 25. That'll be a single. So Kurt Suzuki, you cannot contain him. You can only hope to slow him down. Kurt Suzuki. Love that guy. He's awesome. All right, so he's on first. Not much of a threat to steal, I bet. Nope. Ender Inciarte's up. Come on, Ender. Let's get some going here. 7 tough, 39 lefty, and that is going to be a single base hit. And it's going to go into right field. We would look at the color dice, so it's going to go left field. So they're going to go ahead and stop Suzuki at second there. He's not the fastest runner. What is his run rating, Suzuki? He's only a 5 run, yeah. He would stop. So runners are first and second now for Tyler Flowers. Come on, Tyler. Come on, base hit, buddy. That is an 8. That's actually a patient. 52 is going to be a walk, and he's going to walk the bases loaded. So Chris Sale in a little bit of problems here. Defense is going to play halfway. Dansby Swanson's up. Niner's tough. Tough 71. Tough 71 is going to be ground ball to second. We're going to go for 2. We're going to go for 2. Double play of 5. Double play of 5. It needs to be a 5 or less, or run will score. It's a 7. They're going to get the runner at... actually, they're going to get the runner first, actually. As it was hit in the hole, Pedroia can't do anything but throw it to first. Everyone's going to advance on the play, and the Atlanta Braves take a 1-0 lead. That brings up Charlie Culberson. 2 outs here now in the top of the second. And a tough 85. 85 is going to be a fly ball to center field, and that will do it. But the Braves do pick up 1 run on a couple hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. Mike Fultonevich against Rafael Devers. Rafael, he hit that foul. I don't know what he was thinking there. He got way out in front of that one. 7 tough, 0-2 will be a strikeout for Devers. Swing and a miss. Eduardo Nunez. 12 wheelhouse. But a 90 on the wheelhouse check. We got lucky there. He topped it right over. Big bounce to Swanson. Swanson spins and throws. And got him in time. Lucky there as the 12 come up. Almost killed us. And Blake Swinard is up. And that's going to be a patient 26 right-hander. That'll be a walk. So 2-out walk given up by Fultonevich. And that brings up Sandy Leone. Oh, he hit a foul too. I don't know what they're thinking. Hit it in play there. Sandy Leone. 5 tough, 43. And that will be a strikeout to end the inning. We go to the third. The Braves up 1-0. Chris Sale back on the mound against Ozzie Albies. 4 tough, 51 is going to be just out of range. It's going to be lined at right at the second baseman. Pedroia is going to make the snare. And that will be an out. Ronald Acuna is up. Niner tough, 76. And that's going to be Ground ball hit hard at Pedroia. He's going to make the play. And it brings up Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman's off to a great start this season. He's batting .379, 31 walks, 39 strikeouts. So he's almost got as many walks as strikeouts. Does have 11 home runs and 44 RBIs. He did strike out earlier in the game. He is a left-hander against the lefty Sale. Can he get a hit? 10-76. Not this time, as that one's going to be a ground ball to short. Bogarts makes the play, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. Jackie Bradley Jr., JBJ. That's how I learned him from watching Higher Ground Gaming. And he would always call him JBJ. And I always was like, who the hell is he talking about? That would be Jackie Bradley Jr. So be sure to check out Higher Ground Gaming. What a good guy. Even though he roots for the wrong team. But 10 is in play, but a 92 is going to be a fly ball. That one's headed well out to right field. And oh, what a catch out there by Acuna for the out. That brings up Andrew Benintendi. B-E-N-I-N-T-E-N-D-I. Who would have spelled that right? Not me. Andrew. Whoa, Andrew, what are you doing? You got it caught on my finger. Can't do that. Tough 89. We're getting pretty lucky there. That's a ground ball hit hard at Albies. He's got a backhand stab throw to first in time, two-way, and Xander Bogarts is up. Xander. That is a 5. Tough 93. Another ground ball hit hard at Swanson. He's going to make the play, and we go to the fourth. Each team with just 2 hits through 3 innings. If we go back to Nick Markakis, he had a range play to Moreland, which Moreland made the play his first time up. Oh, 12 is a defense. It's going to be error check on the center fielder. That's Andrew Benintendi. Andrew Benintendi, what is your range? You are in center field. You're a D range. So D range at Fenway Park is a 1-76 will fall in. And it's going to fall in for a base hit. I'm sorry, this is an error check. It was an even, so that should have been an error check. So error, he's a 5 for error. So 1-26 would be an error. And, well, there you go. It's an error because we rolled a 16. Now, is it a 1 base error or 2 base error? It is a 4, was a 4, which is a single digit, so it's a 1 base error. So 1 base error, we have our first error of the game. And that's going to go to Andrew Benintendi. And that's going to be an E8. So Markakis, both times he's been up. First it was a range play, and then this time was an error check. So Kurt Suzuki cannot stop him. You can only hope to contain. 5, tough. 46, so that might be in range. No, it's not. 46 is going to be ground ball to the pitcher. We're going to try for 2 here. He is a 6 and a 5. It's got to be 5 or less. And it's a 2. Of course. So that, we're going to call that a 1-4-3 double play. Kurt Suzuki. And that brings up Ender Enciarte with 2 outs here. And the top of the 4th bases are clear. Tough 80. And that's going to be ground ball hit to Bogarts. And it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Fultonevich against Mitch Moreland. 5, tough, 20, strikes him out. Oop, strike him out, there you go. Dustin Pedroia's 0 for 1. Now, Pedroia only plays in 3 games, and this is the 2nd game that we've had him. So this is probably going to be pretty much it for him for the season. 11 is a patient, and 14 is going to be a walk. So Pedroia gets a walk. Rafael Devers. 9 is a tough and a 0-1. Well, you know what that is. That's a strikeout all day long. Eduardo Nunez. 2 outs now. Pedroia's not much of a threat to steal, I don't think, is he? No, he's an F stealer. His little Smurf legs can't run that fast. He'd be like, Pedroia's at first. Nunez. Ballpark 0-3, and that's going to be a wheelhouse check. Oh no, second wheelhouse check. And that is 19. That is hit well by Nunez. It's going out to left field. It's going over the monster. It is gone. 2-run home run, and that puts Boston in front 2-1. Eduardo Nunez off of Fultonevich. Now the Braves have got their cut out for him again. Blake Schweinert, 9. Tough, 14. That will be a strikeout. Should have had that last play, guys. All right, brings up Tyler Flowers. For Red Sox up 2-1, top of the 5th. Tyler Flowers, 5. Tough, 0-1. Guess what that is? That's twice now we rolled a tough 0-1. Dansby Swanson, 3 in play, but a 56 is going to be out of his range. 56. It's going to be ground ball down to third. Nunez is going to take it. Charlie Culberson. And the patient 46 is going to be a single by Culberson. So a single by Culberson to keep things going here in the 5th. And Charlie, not ready to steal yet. Ozzy, come on Ozzy. Ozzy Albies. Tough, 91. And that's not going to do it. That's a ground ball to short. 6-3. And nothing happening in the top of the 5th. Halfway home here at Boston. It is 2-1. Sandy Leone. 5 is tough. 60 is a strikeout. That brings up Jackie Bradley Jr., JBJ. Tough, 40, and he will strike out. So back-to-back strikeouts by Fultonevich. A little disappointed. Fultonevich gave up that 2-run home run in the 4th. Pitched a pretty good game. Tough, 33. And that is going to be ripped by Benintendi. And that is going to fall in for a double. So 2-out double by Benintendi. Fultonevich thought he was going to have another easy inning, and he gives it up. Bogarts. Patient 52. This could be trouble. Patient 52 is going to be a single. Benintendi is a 7, and he will score on the single, and they're going to get another run with 2 outs. That brings up Mitch Moreland. It's 3-1 now. A 7 and a... I'm going to roll that again. Because it was on the edge, and then it rolled over, and then it rolled over again. We'll just roll it again and see what comes up. 7 and an 88. There we go. 7 and 88 is going to be ground ball, and that's going to do it. Is Albies makes the play. But another run scores for the Red Sox, and they're up 3-1. Ronald Acuna is up. Ronald, come on, Ronald. 9, tough, 74. 74 is going to be ground ball to second again. That's Pedroia. He's pretty busy. Freddie Freeman can tie this sucker up. Come on, Freddie. Versus left-handed, he did hit 10 home runs versus lefties. That's a tough, and an 84 is not going to do it. That's a fly ball to center field. Didn't get all of it. That brings up McKinky. So far, he had a range play and an error play. What's he going to do this time? And he's going to strike out is what he's going to do. And it's a quick inning by Sale in this 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Fultonevich against Pedroia. That is a tough 34, and that is going to be ground ball down to first. We'll go unassisted on that one. Why not? Rafael Devers is up. Rafael. That is a tough 12, and that will be a strikeout. So Fultonevich gets a quick 2 outs again. Let's see if he can put this inning away this time. 4 in play, but a 78 is way out of range. That will be a fly ball to center, and he's going to do it. 1, 2, 3 inning. So go to the top of the 7th. Kurt Suzuki is up. Suzuki on the season. Let's check out Kurt Suzuki. So he's batting .271, which is not bad. 7 walks, 21 strikeouts, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. Come on, Kurt. Let's do this now. That's a 8, and that's a patient, and a 0-8 is going to be a walk. So Kurt Suzuki with the leadoff walk. And that actually makes Sale tired now because he allowed the base runner. So they're gonna pull him. They're gonna pull him. They're gonna have to pull him. Who are they gonna bring in? Well, let's see what they got. They got a lefty, righty, righty, righty coming up. So you know what? They're going to leave them in one more to get the lefty out, and then they're with 3 righties coming up. They're going to bring in a right-hander. So Ender Enciarte against Chris Sale, and that is a 96, and that's a fly ball to right field, and that'll do it. All right, now they can bring in a right-hander, and that's going to be, it's going to be Stephen Wright. Let's see who that is. Carson Smith. Right. Does he have all the right stuff? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it is Stephen Wright. Oh, Stephen Wright is obviously when you don't have those killer cards out there. So the Braves have a little bit of a chance as they probably got rid of Sale out of this game. And that brings up Stephen Wright against Tyler Flowers. There's one out here in the top of the 7th. He rolled a 7. That's an in play, but a 75 is a fly ball to center. And that brings up Swanson. Dansby Swanson. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Ballpark 89 is going to be an in-play check. He's a right-hander, so 1/43. And that's going to be a 24, and that's going to be a single. Suzuki will stop at second, though, being a slow runner. That brings up Charlie Thomerson, 2 men on. Stephen Wright trying to get through the 7th for the Red Sox. 3, patient. 88, he's not that patient, though, and that will do it. That's a ground ball to short, and they're going to go 6-4, and that'll do it for the Braves in the 7th. It's stretch time here at the big green monster, whatever the color it is. And Fulton-Evich will be tired as soon as he makes a foobar here. Blake Schweinhart, tough. 50 is a strikeout. And that brings up Sandy Leone. 7 tough, 47 strikeout. And Jackie Bradley. Can Fulton-Evich get through the 7th? 6. Oh, it's a patient, but it's a 17, which is going to be a walk. That'll make him tired. And that will mean, with the lefty coming up, do they have a lefty in the pan? They do, and they're going to bring him in. That's going to be Biddle. Biddle. It's coming in, the lefty. So Biddle in to face off against Benintendi. Lefty-lefty matchup. Benintendi. Oh no, 2. And a patient is a walk, so he's going to earn a walk. That is not what you wanted to see there. And now you got righty, lefty, righty, lefty. So we will leave the lefty in. He's got to get through a few innings, or a few batters here. 2 outs against Bogarts. That is a tough 37. He is a lefty. That'll be a strikeout, and that'll do it. So go to the 8th. Stephen Wright against Ozzie Albies. Switchy, righty, lefty, lefty, righty, lefty. So you got a couple switchy and a right-hander, and then a couple lefties coming up. So Wright will stay in. I'm just trying to see. They do have Johnson, the lefty. And Barnes the righty. So, top of the 8th. Right against Ozzy Albies. That is an 8, which is a tough 0-3. Struck him out. Curveball in there. Ronald Acuna, right-hander, coming up. This might be Wright's last man. Ooh, it's a 12. That's a defense. That's going to be a range play to the center fielder. That's Benintendi. Range play this time. And he is a D range, which means 1 to 64. It's going to fall in. And we got to see if it's a single or a double. And 1 to 64. We rolled a 67. And Benintendi makes a diving stop out there. Oh my gosh, that was almost a highlight play. You'd see that on ESPN as he robs Acuna of a base hit. Benintendi just diving at that ball. Wow. And now you got the 2 lefties coming up, Freeman and Markakis. So that's going to be it for Wright. They're going to bring the lefty in. That's going to be B. Johnson. I'm trying to think of who it would be. Brian Johnson, of course. Brian Johnson, the lefty's coming out to face off against Freddie Freeman, the lefty. No one on here. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Freddie Freeman. 0-2 in a defense. So it's going to be a range play, and this time it's a 0, which means since he's a lefty, it's going to be grounded towards Pedroia. And Pedroia at second base. It's going to be a range play to Pedroia. Let's see what he's got. Range is a B. Range is a B. So 1 to 47, it's a hit. Freeman trying to pound it through, and no, Pedroia makes a good stop. And that is going to do it. So it's a 4-3 put out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. So you got a lefty, righty, lefty. So Jesse Bettle will stay in. Mitch Moreland, we're in the bottom of the 8th. 3-1 Boston. Oh, hit it foul, hit it foul, hit it foul. That's too bad. I'd take the 8 because 8's a tough. 7 is tough, so that's good. 77, that's going to be out of his range. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Pedroia making some good plays out there defensively. That's a ballpark, and a 63 versus a righty is in play. In play for Pedroia, he needs a 1 to 12. He got a 20. So 20 is going to be popped up to the first baseman for the second out. That brings up Devers. Raphael, the lefty, against Jesse Biddle, the lefty. 6. Oh, another ballpark. And a 10. And that is a wheelhouse. Damn. And 1 to 66 will be a hit. 60, of course, they made it, and we didn't. So that's going to be a single by Rafael Devers, and that brings up Nunez, the righty, switchy lefty. They're going to leave Biddle in for one more batter, trying to get through this 8th inning. Come on, Biddle. 12. Wheelhouse. 59 is going to be out of his range. Wow. That's going to be a ground ball down to Culberson. He's going to go the short way. We'll go 5-4, and that'll do it. So we go to the top of the 9th. And who is going to be benching? That is going to be a great question. We have Markakis, a lefty, a righty, and a lefty. And they only have right-handers in there, and this is a save opportunity. They're going to bring in Craig Kimbrell for the Red Sox. Maybe. I can find his card. Craig Kimbrell coming in for the save opportunity here. It's 3-1. Good ball game. Good pitcher's duel, not many hits. Craig Kimbrell against Nick Markakis. 12. Ballpark. 55 is in play, though. So an in play against the right-hander. He needs a 1 to 48. And he got a 10. 10 is going to be a double. So a leadoff double by Nick Markakis. And that brings up Suzuki. Represents the tying run. Is Kimball going to blow a save? Let's find out. Kurt Suzuki. Come on, Suzuki. Let's do this. 3. Oh, 3's a tough, though. 62 is a fly ball to the right. One away. That brings up Ender Enciarte. Tough. 78. That is going to be ground ball to short. This could do it. Double play of 5. It's got to be a 5 roulette. No, it can't be. I'm sorry. It was a ground ball to 78 short. So 6 to 3 on the putout. Markakis will move up. Not that his run matters, but that brings up Tyler Flowers. Craig Kimball trying to get the one more out save for the Red Sox. 8, tough, 91, and that's going to do it. That's another ground ball. That's hit to Art Bogarts. He fields it on the bounce, throws to Moreland in time, and this one's in the books. Craig Kimball with his 9th save of the year. Chris Sale goes to 8-2, and Fultonevich drops to 4-6. He pitched well. Got to give him, not disappointed with how Fultonevich pitched. Unfortunately, he just was out-dueled today by Chris Sale. So good for Sale. 8-2, pretty good. And let's go ahead and finish up today's lineups here. See who wins and who lost. All right, so San Francisco beats the Schmubs 9-4. Cincinnati beats Colorado 7-6. Los Angeles 2-1 over San Diego. In 10 innings, it was the Nationals over the Marlins 3-2. Milwaukee 9-5 over the Mets. Philadelphia 3-2 over Toronto. Pittsburgh 9-7 over St. Louis. Boston 3-1 over Atlanta. Cleveland shuts out the Trash Can Bangers 4-0. The White Sox beat Detroit 8-5. The Yankees double up the Angels 6-3. In 14 innings, the Arizona Diamondbacks 4. The Oakland A's 3. Minnesota shuts out Seattle 3-0. Tampa doubles up Baltimore 8-4. And Texas routs Kansas City 7-3. Let's see how things line up now in our league. The Yankees 1.5 up on Tampa Bay, 3.5 up on Boston. Cleveland half a game up on Detroit, 1.5 up on Minnesota, and the Trash Can Bangers 1.5 up on the Angels, 2.5 up on Oakland in the National League. More importantly, the Mets, the Mets are winning their division by 1.5 over Washington, 5 up on Atlanta. Darn it. Pittsburgh winning the Central Division by 2 over Milwaukee, 2.5 over Chicago. St. Louis 7 games back. And in the West, the Dodgers 8.5 better than Colorado, 13 better than Arizona. Play of the day was Christian Yelich. Bottom of the 7th. 1 on, nobody out, trailing 5-4. Christian Yelich hits a 2-run home run. And game of the day was the Diamondbacks and Oakland in 14 innings. And Christian Yelich hit for the cycle. Wow, look at that. As they defeated New York 9-5. Yelich is batting .377 with 18 home runs and 35 RBIs. Wow. Alrighty, well there you go. That is what happened on Sunday, May 29th, game 51 of the season. And the Braves dropped to 26-25. One little game over 500. 5 games back. Let's see where we head to after this. Little jaunt up to Boston. And we actually won 2 of 3 in Boston. Now we go play the Mets for 4 games at home. Oh, they're at home. So 4 games at home against the Mets. It looks like it's going to be Max Fried against DeGrom, McCarthy against Cologne, Sanchez versus Mats, and Tehran versus Vargas. So 4 coming up against the division leading Mets. So we have to take at least split it 2-2. But we'd like to go 3-1. Or we'd like to sweep them. Double sweep them with the 4 win sweep. But thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.